Hello and welcome to today's broadcast. Today we are going to be talking about intermittent fasting and anxiety or stress, or however you describe that feeling you have when you're feeling a little bit off or uncertain about some things that are going on in your life. Welcome if you're new to us. My name is Diane. I have been in this space here on social media talking about intermittent fasting and aging women for about 3 years now. I'm the creator of the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman online course and community. And every couple of days we gather here and talk about things that are maybe keeping us stuck in some uncomfortable places with what we have going on as far as aging. So if you're new, please take a second to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, that like button on Facebook, and I also encourage you to please let us know you're here in the comment section. This is a really great opportunity for us to open up the floor to discussion and have you ask questions or share some of the experiences that you're going through as well. I do believe that as a community we are stronger, and I really enjoy this time that we come together to really embrace that. So today we are going to be talking about intermittent fasting and anxiety. I have put together a free download for you. It's in the description box, both on YouTube and Facebook. It's a download of just some cards that I'm going to be talking about today and how I use these type of visuals to keep myself in a really healthy place mentally, and how I retrain my brain and my mental mapping. So a lot of women are really afraid to get into intermittent fasting because of all the warnings about how fasting is stressful on your body, how it can raise cortisol levels, and how when you're feeling stressed out or you're feeling anxious, or maybe you have some problems with anxiety, how intermittent fasting is just going to make those situations work. And I'm here to share with you why I disagree with that. We know that during stressful or anxious times, we have two things that we can do, and one that we often just default to. We can either fast or we can feast. And oftentimes when we have just been conditioned to reach to things that take us out of that mental or emotional sort of angst place that we are, we tend to numb ourselves, and food and alcohol and snacking and mindlessness can be that thing that we have just been conditioned to lean on or fall to when we're feeling anxious. If you're practicing intermittent fasting, or if you're thinking about incorporating intermittent fasting, we can really use it as a tool to change the way our mind is mapped and how it is we react and respond to anxious situations or stressful situations. So today, for instance, I'm home and I'm working. I've got 2 kids that are doing distance learning at home. I've got a dog at home. It's raining outside, and I am under some pretty intense deadlines to get a project done for work. I am a nervous energy type of stressed out person or anxious person, and that nervous energy often leads me toward the kitchen or toward the pantry. And I like to distract my anxiety or stressfulness with food. And that's just the way I have been my entire life. Thanks to intermittent fasting and this lifestyle that I have created, I stop myself dead in my tracks because I have retrained my mind mapping, and I remind myself of what I'm doing during the day. And I just give myself a quick little shift in the way I'm thinking, and I can deter my nervous energy into my fasting window. This is a very simple process that anyone can do if you are conscious and aware of what it is that you do during anxious or stressful times. If you're fasting, then you don't eat because you've already conditioned your brain that that's not what you do, and you have a schedule set up. So time and consistency, and having a predetermined time that you break your fast can really be that thing that's going to break that cycle of nervous or mindless snacking or eating, trying to, maybe change what it is that you're focused on. Now, does fasting create a stressful environment in your body? Absolutely. But stress doesn't have to be a negative thing. And if you're controlling the way you're thinking and feeling about fasting, and you're using it as a way to heal your body and a way to balance out your hormones and a way to reverse aging, and you're using it in a positive way and not in such a way that you're using it as a way to deprive yourself, or you feel like you're starving yourself, or it's some sort of punishment that you're putting your body through because of something bad that you've done, then fasting can be that positive stress that you're putting on your body that can yield some really amazing results. So stress and anxiety often are created in our own mindset. And stress and anxiety often happen because of the way we have been conditioned to think and feel on or around certain situations. The beautiful thing about stress and anxiety is that we can change the way our mind and our mindset reacts and responds in stressful and anxious situations. But we have to make sure that it is a conscious and deliberate practice that we have in our everyday life. And that's where I hope that this free download that I provided for you today will help you. It is a tool that we use in our midlife mindset shift course. We use I am statements in there, and we rephrase the way we speak about ourselves to ourselves so that we can learn to react in different ways. And that's what I've done for you guys here. There's 4 little cards that you can download and cut out. And they are just simple statements that you can use to retrain the way your brain is mapping stressful or anxious situations. If you're practicing intermittent fasting, or maybe you want to incorporate intermittent fasting, these are great to use during your fasting window when you might fall into those triggered type of situations that lead you to the kitchen or lead you to the pantry, like I described I went through today. Just feeling a little bit of nervous anxiety, feeling stressed out about some deadlines that I have. And the thing that I used to use to ease some of that nervousness or that stress was just mindlessly finding my way into the kitchen and eating my way out of the current situation that I was in and putting myself into another one. After years of doing that, I realized that didn't serve me very well and had me end up in the other side of that stressful situation, or when that project was completed and that deadline had come and gone. I didn't want to feel bad about decisions that I was making, and I didn't want to feel bad about how I treated myself during that time. So I use these cards in my everyday life as well, and I am very, very encouraging of anyone to use positive affirmations as well. So these are cards just say, when I am feeling anxious or stressed, and there's a blank line in there. And what I want you to do is put an action item in that blank line of something that you're going to do when you find yourself in an anxious or stressed out situation. So one of the things that I do when I'm feeling anxious and stressed out is remind myself that I'm fasting long. That quick little reminder, that quick little reading of a statement that I've put together for myself can change the path that I am on when I am feeling stressed out and anxious. When you practice these kind of things over time, what happens is you've changed the mapping in your mind. So when that trigger comes up, like stress or anxiety, you will now default to the new mind map that you've just created. So I stopped myself in my tracks today. I didn't end up in the kitchen when I was feeling nervous and anxious. I reminded myself that today was a day that I was fasting long. There's all kinds of activities that you can put in that blank space to just change the path that you are on when you are feeling stressed out or anxious. So you can read a book, you can drink a bottle of water, you can call a friend. So many things that you can do during these times to shift the action that you are doing during a stressful and anxious time. I believe that intermittent fasting is an amazing tool for women who suffer with anxiety and stress, because it makes you go to the opposite of what most of us are conditioned to do. Oftentimes we numb ourselves. When you're practicing a lifestyle like intermittent fasting and you are purposely putting yourself in a position where you are avoiding food for good reason, or avoiding drink for good reason, or you're avoiding some of those numbing agents that a lot of us have been conditioned to use, you can change the outcome. When you change your mind mapping, you have an opportunity to change your outcome. And that's really what I want you guys to think about, especially during these times today when we are feeling a little bit more anxious and a little bit more stressed out. This is not the time to jump out of intermittent fasting. This is the time to jump in deep to intermittent fasting. This is the time to really become aware of how you have been conditioned and some things that you have been doing in your past, maybe mindlessly, and how that has had you end up today. I know for myself, I haven't always been the healthiest when it comes to food, and I ended up becoming very sick because of it. Now that I have these new healthier mind maps in my own brain, and I know how to stop myself in my own tracks, and I've conditioned myself to react and respond differently when I'm triggered, I am much healthier today. Don't use stress and anxiety as an excuse that's convenient for you to lean into numbing agents. Make sure that you have set yourself up with some tools to get you through this time, and that you have things that are going to be healthy for you to lean into, healthy things that are going to trigger you to keep yourself in a state of less anxiety and less stress, because we all know when we make poor decisions over time, we end up just creating a more stressful and a more anxious environment for ourselves because we don't look and feel our best. In my opinion, intermittent fasting is an amazing lifestyle to lean into during stressful and anxious times, because the outcome for you will be so much healthier, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. I strongly recommend that if you're feeling like you're anxious or you're feeling like you're stressed out, consider a day of intermittent fasting. And I want to make sure that we are clear about the fact that we are talking about intermittent fasting here and not extreme bouts of fasting. Oftentimes, when we do things in extremes, what happens is it takes us on the other side of anxious and stressful, and we don't want to go there as well. Intermittent fasting is something that can help you just settle into your day, a 24-hour period, and help you end your day feeling empowered about the choices that you've made. Nothing extreme and nothing that's going to send you into an emotional tailspin at the end of it. 24 hours, breaking up into 2 windows, asking yourself 2 questions. How long am I going to fast today so that I get through my day feeling strong and empowered about the choices that I'm making? And how well will I feast today because I want to look and feel my best? If you go through stressful and anxious times, thinking along those lines and using simple little cards to trigger you to think in a different way and act in a different way when you're feeling stressed out, I promise you, you will end this situation feeling so much better about yourself and so much farther ahead. I know that I hope to end quarantine 2020 so much better than I entered it. And I'm using intermittent fasting as the tool that's going to get me through this time because I know it works, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. And I'm hoping that you're feeling empowered to do the same as well. There's so much that's going on today that is out of our control. So let's take advantage of the things that we are in control of. That's how we treat our bodies, and that's how we think and feel about situations that we are in control of. So use intermittent fasting during these times, and I promise you, you will end this quarantine 2020 feeling so much better about you, how you care for yourself, and the decisions that you are making for yourself so that you can age successfully. I hope this is encouraging to you if you're feeling like you're living on the edge, or you're feeling stressed out, or you're feeling out of control. Remember, control is just a decision-making process. If you're not happy with the way things are going, then today, right now, decide that you are going to make different decisions. How long are you going to fast, and how well are you going to feast so that you come out of this situation being a strong and empowered woman? I'm going to open up the floor to questions and comments. I can't wait to hear from you guys. I missed you guys this weekend, and I'm excited to hear how everyone is doing and how you are using what you've learned from this community or what you've learned in some of the courses that you've taken, and how you're implementing that today during a time where maybe if you didn't have this experience, you might be doing things differently. So please make sure you take a second to leave us a comment in the comment section. I want to make sure that I'm connecting with you and I can give you a that a girl for making sure that you are doing the things to take care of yourself.
That's the Facebook homepage. It's not the page.
It's what?
It's the Facebook home. It's not the business page.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll fix that later. Okay, we'll post that on the, I'm sorry, I must have picked the wrong page. Sorry about that. Okay, Kathleen from Detroit, December 2018 grad. Happy to be here and happy to be healthy. And I've read some comments from Kathleen in our community, and I know she is thriving. So congratulations to you, girlfriend. Lisa from Monterey, Brenda from North Carolina, July and August 2019 grad. I have helped me reduce my anxiety and made my life way less stressful. Good for you, Brenda. And that's exactly what it's supposed to be doing. I think oftentimes when we're only relying on intermittent fasting as some sort of new fad, fancy diet type of lifestyle, we can find ourselves really stressed out and anxious. And if we're using it as a way to really heal our body from the inside out, it does really give us an opportunity to just lean back a little bit and take a deep breath and just relax into this lifestyle. And so Brenda, I'm proud of you for making sure that that is what it is in fact doing for you. Joy from Summit, Missouri, welcome, girlfriend. Holly from Florida, September 2019 grad. Dealing with a sudden death in the family, and it's been hard to stay on track. Trying to give myself lots of space and grace to get through this. Holly, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss, but taking care of you right now is really, really important. And I know when we're suffering, things like grief, it can be really, really easy to just become mindless and enter into a lot of those numbing type of things that I talked about just a few minutes ago. So I want to make sure that you lean into that energized sense of calm and that sense of empowerment that you get when you make decisions to take care of you. And you control the narrative that is going on in your own head. So you're going to get through this. Make sure you're leaning into all the people around you that are going to support you and love you through this time as well. And we're here for you as a community as well. But you deserve to look and feel your best, and you deserve to take care of you for sure. So lean into what you know works for you. And I promise you, it will make what it seems super difficult right now and is super difficult right now so much easier to manage in just a few weeks when you come out of this feeling and looking your best. So stay connected to you for sure. Holly, and I know what to do when my world turns right side up again. Yeah, there you go, girlfriend. Let's see. Sylvia, love it. Growth mindset. Growth mindset always, girlfriend. You know that. Rebecca from Missouri, 2019 grad. I haven't had time to watch since then. Oh my gosh, girlfriend. Well, glad you're here with us today. Go back into your course if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a refresher. And if you haven't already registered for our midlife mindset shift course, we do a lot of this type of work in that course. I would love to have you in there with us. Lisa, 2017 grad, 97 pounds lost and maintained. So happy with what I have learned about myself and my body. 2017 grad and 97 pounds lost and maintained. Lisa, I would say you definitely have a mindset that's working for you. Congratulations, girlfriend. I'm so proud of you. Kathleen, I've been calling or video chatting with others to find out how they are instead of allowing my mind to go to isolated feelings. Been interacting with my family and friends in beautiful new ways. Kathleen, I'm so proud of you. You were always really good at reaching out to those. I know you've shared that before with friends and family, so I'm super proud of you. Vicky, graduate of March 2020, a brand new, fresh graduate. Thanks for jumping on today. Yvonne, couldn't find your Facebook page. Yeah, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, I posted the wrong page. Katrina, graduate of March 2020, was tempted to break my fast at 19 hours and told myself I'm fasting until 20 hours and made it. Katrina, I am super proud of you. That is the perfect example of creating those mindsets and staying conscious in the decision that you're making to look and feel your best. That extra hour is the magic hour for sure. And I know that you are feeling fantastic. Congratulations. Yvonne is a 2017 grad as well. Holly, you are welcome, girlfriend. Marnie, finally caught you live again. Marnie, July 2017 grad from Melbourne. All of our 2017 grads are here. I'm loving it. Rebecca, good to have you with us. Teresa, February 2019 grad. Heather, happy to be healthy as well, trying to make smart decisions with pandemic lifestyle, January 2020 grad plugging along. Well, now is a really good time to make healthy habits for sure. We want to make sure we're keeping that immune system boosted, and you know, living in a healthy mindset is definitely going to help us keep that immune system boosted as well. It's so much more than just eating correctly. We have to make sure that we are thriving in the way we are looking and feeling as well. And when we feel good about how we look, and I don't just mean like beauty kind of look, I mean how we see ourselves, and we are feeling good, then we are definitely more inclined to make healthier and better decisions for ourselves. If we feel beat up and we're negative self-talking and we don't have plans and triggers of changing the way our mind has been mapped over the years, I promise you it's more difficult to make those better choices in the moment. So work on looking and feeling your best and living your most authentic life first, and then a lot of these decision-making processes that happen when we're anxious and when we're feeling stressed out become so much easier for us. It is all interconnected for sure. Lisa, you are welcome. And then, hi Diane, in New York City with lots of anxiety. Thanks for your videos. Girlfriend, stay home. We want to make sure that you are safe there in New York City, and know that we are thinking about you and praying for you. And you can do this. So keep yourself healthy for sure. And then Narita, May 2019 grad, great to take time to watch you live. Love all of our live people who are jumping on with us who usually can't. If there's a silver lining in what we have going on today, it's being able to catch all you guys live with us who usually can't jump on live with us. Okay, so let me see who else we have here. Amy's here. Amy, I was thinking about you this morning, girlfriend. I did a 21-day fix workout. I took a screenshot of it, and I'm going to share it in your Facebook group that I was thinking about you guys today. Janet, glad to catch you live. She's a 2017 grad with Yvonne as well. Always good to have you. Let's see. Janet, still going strong here since July 2017, using the time to do some things I enjoy, like being here. Also my crafting, working on my passion planner, decluttering, organizing, and not stressing out. IF makes it easy, no worries about food or having or getting out for food shopping. House is always stocked with what I need. Yeah, we're loving that as well. I think we're eating like twice a day. Even Logan is fasting, so that's making things really easy for sure. So fasting can be so many amazing benefits to us if we look for those benefits for sure. Amy, I have been doing home workouts with friends with Facebook video chat. This has been so motivating. I also get out to run and walk with my friend, and we make sure we practice safe social distancing. We were on local roads. Good for you, girlfriend. Let's see who else we got. Nancy's here, and then yeah, 21-day fix. It was super fun for sure. And then I'm doing the same thing. I reached out to a couple of people last night because I needed to get up early to work out this morning, and I just texted them and said, hey, do you want to meet for a workout in the morning? And they said yes, because they needed the same sort of accountability. So I was up at 6 o'clock while I was working out at 6 o'clock this morning. Simple text to a friend, said, hey, do you want to meet virtually for a workout? She said yes, she needed the same accountability, and we ended up working out together. So don't be afraid to reach out to people for support as well, or just to share. Hey, I'm feeling anxious. Do you have a couple minutes? We can talk through some things. They might be feeling the same way, and then you can be that person that's going to offer some support for them as well. I always say when you serve others, it does kind of help fill your soul and sort of heal your soul at the same time. And so make sure you're doing that, reaching out to people as well, especially if you're feeling lonely and anxious. A simple phone call or a simple text can totally change that feeling. Marcel, need to work out, no motivation. If you honestly feel like you need to work out, you just got your motivation because you've made that declaration. You have to put it on your calendar as soon as you get off this live. Go find a workout that you can plug into. Don't overthink it. Just show up, push play, and get it done. That's what I had to do this morning. The last thing I wanted to do was roll out of bed in the dark on a cold and rainy day in Texas and get a workout in. But man, I'll tell you what, as soon as that workout was done, I felt amazing. So don't spend too much time trying to convince yourself or talk yourself out of it. Don't think about it, just go get it done. Yvonne, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your wisdom and knowledge. You have made a huge impact on my life and health. Oh, Yvonne, thank you so much. And you the same for me. So thank you for sharing that. I just absolutely love having you in our community. Jamie, 2017 grad. And then Carmen, love IF, but the struggle is real now. I'm cooking for family all meals since quarantine, no motivation to work out since the gym is closed. You don't need the gym. If you have a pair of workout shoes, get outside and go for a walk. I think we went for almost a 5-mile walk yesterday with our family. Just go walk. Find some hills in your neighborhood and walk up and down them, sprint up and down them. You can find lots of free videos. These days, everybody's posting their videos on Instagram Live. Find someone who's motivating to you and do their workouts. Find something on YouTube. Subscribe to a streaming service. I think Peloton is giving 3 months of free app service away right now. Sign up for a free app, but don't use the excuse that your gym is closed for not working out if you feel like you shouldn't be working out. That's just an excuse and it's not a reason. Just get outside and walk. Do some push-ups, do some plank work, do something to get your body moving, and especially do something that you can get a sweat rolling on your body. That will change your body chemistry and it will change your outlook for sure. So you gotta just do it. Lisa, pushing play online with my college daughter. Hubby is to Turbo Fire kickboxing. Turbo Fire is one of my old time favorite workouts for sure. So girlfriend, good for you guys getting it done. Don't be too picky these days about what it is that you're going to be doing to work out. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a workout. And remember, I always say here, train smart. What we are doing today is for our tomorrow. It's not for yesterday, it's for tomorrow. So what are you doing today to make sure that your tomorrows are going to be better? Because their tomorrow is going to come and you want to make sure that you are ready for it. We don't have any time to make up for. We don't have time to lose weight that we gained over quarantine. We don't have time to reverse hormonal imbalance that we picked up because we made bad food choices. We won't have time to get into shape. You have to be ready and you have to be preparing yourself for your tomorrow today. So do not use a closed gym as an excuse for why it is you're not working out. Get some DVDs or stream something or go for a walk. And I promise you, you'll start to feel better. And that's also part of that mind mapping change as well. So get it done for sure. Yeah, Lisa, our favorite too. We used to work out with Shalene Johnson. She used to be our group fitness instructor at our local gym. So she's been a friend of ours for a really long time. And we used to Turbo Fire with them. What was it, every Saturday morning, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
Sunday.
So much fun for sure. Okay, so make sure you guys grab the download. It's called the Mind Mapping Cards. I want you guys to download them. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, screenshot one of your mind mapping cards that you have filled out and send me a picture of it. I want to hold you guys accountable as well. We have no excuses for not rising up to become the best versions of ourselves at this time. Everyone's sharing motivation, everyone's sharing tips, everyone's sharing some experiences or some sort of tool that you can use to get through this time. If you fail to use what people are providing for you, you have no one to blame but yourself. If you fail to incorporate things that you have information on, you have no one to blame but yourself. Do not end quarantine 2020 blaming yourself for missed opportunities that you had right in front of you. Now is your time to lean in, and now is your time to really, really incorporate the habits that you need to have to take care of yourself. And for a lot of us aging women, we need to make sure that we stay on top of our game. We have to stay healthy, both mentally and physically, and I guess I should say emotionally as well. So do the work on you. Make sure that you're feeling confident and make sure that you're feeling empowered about the choices that you're making for yourself, and use the tools that we're providing for you. Our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course is open for registration. We will close on Friday. There will be people who panic and are bummed out that they didn't get registered in time, that they forgot or they waited too long, and registration will be closed. Please make sure you're not that woman that's emailing me so bummed out that you missed out. Make sure you get registered before Friday. All of my graduates that are on today are Midlife Mindset Shift course, where we work very specifically on things like mind mapping cards and I am statements, and changing the way it is that we think about our life goes down in that class, and registration is open for that as well. check your email if you didn't get an email from me and you would like to join us for our midlife mindset shift course, which includes 3 complete courses and 9 months of coaching with me inside of our community group. Now is your time to get registered for that as well. We are starting again in April, and I don't know if we'll be running it again for the rest of the year just because of all of the things that are changing. We're having to do some changing on our end as well. So if you're interested or have been interested in getting into the midlife mindset shift course, now's your time to register for that. Registration will close for that on Sunday, so you have about a week. Any questions, always feel free to message me. If you're feeling anxious or you're feeling stressed out, lean into intermittent fasting as that thing that's going to make you believe in yourself and give you the confidence that if the way you dealt with stress and anxiety in the past didn't work for you, you have a new way to deal with it now. And that is called intermittent fasting, where you create a window in your day where you fast long and then you open up that feasting window and you feast well. I'm here for you. If you need me, I'll see you guys on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, if you need anything from me, just shoot me an email or send me a DM on social media. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.